Oh, it's really early. It's about 7:30. We need to be quick because we're meeting our friend Hannah. We're a group of friends walking from Edinburgh to Perth along old routes. What is it, about 4-hour walk, I think?
4-hour walk to Queensferry.
Yeah, first for the trip.
First day.
We're feeling slow.
We're testing this walk for Slowways, who are creating a network of walking routes connecting all of Britain's towns and cities. Our stretch is 88 kilometres.
Right, that's it. We're off. There's no turning back.
And we've got an ambitious 2.5 days to make it.
It's precise. Will we be maintaining this?
We picked up our friend Hannah at Haymarket.
So big! Let's go, let's start off. Let's go! This is so nice! Oh. Right, we've actually got to follow a real proper...
Like a proper route.
Proper route.
Okay.
Directions to start.
Although...
Why is it not doing
I
that?
don't think
It's
it
just
doesn't-
wrong, isn't it?
And after a false start or two with the map, we were off.
Off we bloody go!
Okay, you are now about 1.5 miles from Edinburgh's city centre next to Craigleith Retail Park, which was built over the remains of Craigleith Quarry. If you look around, you can still see the creamy sandstone, which was used to create many of the city's grandest buildings. The quarry was first worked in the 17th century, providing stone for Edinburgh Castle. Ooh!
And we're going to come out somewhere along the coast that way, aren't we?
Probably over here, I would have thought.
And this might become a tram route.
It might become a tram route, yeah, they might bulldoze through this lovely path.
It's so
I know.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? I know. I thought they'd just given up with the tram. I thought they'd just run out of money and that was that.
Sadly not.
Still trying to make it work.
Still going.
A sunny cycle path led us out of Edinburgh and down to the sea.
The sea. The sea.
Oh, it's stunning, isn't it?
That's so nice.
Wow, we've done so well. What time is it?
It is. We're not doing
We're-
that well. It's 11:15. I'm finding it very hard to tell.
I think we're alright.
We are
We
alright.
might get there for 12:30 still.
We're gonna,
We're just
yes.
scraping.
We passed various sea creatures.
If you try to trick a razor shell out of the ground,
No.
you basically,
Is that where you pat it? No.
if there's like you know that because there's little holes in the ground, and then essentially they come up when the sea's in. So you trick them by pouring loads of salt onto the sand. And they think that the tide's come in, and so they like pop out of the ground, and then you have to catch them.
Ah. No, I've
They
never seen
shoot up. They're really ugly. Tiny shark. Big fish, tiny shark.
Wow.
Oh my
Oh my god, it's a baby whale.
Including a dead baby orca washed up on the beach.
Oh, maybe that's an orca. Holy shit.
Tiny baby that must have just been born.
Yeah.
They took any pictures? Yeah.
3 bridges.
Scientific.
And
In the distance, we could see
they
the
were built
bridges
over
that
3
cross the River
centuries.
Forth, the most famous of which gleams a bright red.
And when was it built?
Well, if it was 3 centuries,
After some
There's always stuff going
speculative
on.
chat about their history,
I guess, yeah, 19th century at some point. It's lucky we're going to meet some historians.
we went to meet the Queensferry History Group to find out more.
So looking for 53, the High Street. Here we go, it's down there. Queensferry History Group.
We might have missed them, you know. Oh,
Hello!
are you in history group?
Yes, I'm Janice.
Hi.
You're a bit late, ladies.
I know. Hi, May. Nice to meet you.
me?
Yeah,
the one that
hi.
send emails.
Hi, Hannah. I'm just along for the ride.
Nice
I'm Lily.
We've not got long, but come in.
We thought we were going to be a lot faster, obviously.
Well, that's how you walked it for Edinburgh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Woman here.
It is now. It wasn't when we came in this morning.
They were busy and we were late,
So you're going through a big archiving process at the moment?
Yeah, we're doing all the archiving.
but they squeezed in some time to speak to us.
I'm Jenny Meldrum. I'm chairperson of Queensferry History Group, long-time resident in Queensferry, and one of the briggers. No, the female brigger. No, sorry, I shouldn't push that. But yeah,
Well, I was going to say, it felt like, I don't know what I was expecting to come when coming to meet you, but I think with history groups, there is like a stereotype of it being quite male dominated. But
this is female dominated. We actually got a lot more female members. There's only 2 guys. It hasn't always been like that. This has changed, as I say, over the past 30 odd years. But yeah, we're quite female dominated now.
and what do you think that means in terms of the way that you look at the history in Queensferry?
Sometimes the guys have slightly different interests about aspects of history. I think, dare I say it, and I can't talk for the girls, but I think women tend to be interested in the personalities, the people. And this is what I've found about the bridge. It's always touted as a wonder of engineering. For me, it's about the human story of it. So the guys that built it were I wouldn't say far more important than the amazing engineering, but they were highly significant to it. So that's what I'm interested in. Yeah.
And do you know much about those thousands of workers who built the bridge? Because I know that I've heard it was very dangerous, and I've heard that quite a few people died doing it. Do you know like who these people were and where they came from?
Absolutely. I think the official number that was given for the deaths on the bridge was 57, which actually wasn't bad. We started researching the deaths. I think we got it up to over 70. Not all the deaths had been recorded. We spent a lot of time, as I say, researching the accidents, researching what we could about the men who built the bridge, and we did actually publish a book called The Briggers, because the men who worked on the bridge were known as briggers.
This is obviously a massive question, but how did you go about that? Could you kind of give an example of how you would approach that project?
So I looked at the admissions for Edinburgh Infirmary at the time when the bridge was being built, and that was very telling. You could see what a lot of the injuries had been. The other aspect that I remember researching was the crime records, because it was put about that drink was responsible for a lot of the accidents on the bridge. I don't think so, but yeah, let's face it, they worked hard. I think they lived quite hard. They were probably coming into a community, so maybe there was a lot of reputation that they gathered.
Where were they coming from?
All over, quite a few Irish, and the bridge work paid quite well, so I think it was an attractive project to come to. So Queensferry, being a small town at that time, did see an influx of guys that weren't from here, but I think that all adds to the interest of the place. What you should be aware of today it celebrates its 134th birthday.
Today?
Today, yes.
Yeah.
Because on the 4th of
Good
March,
timing.
1890, the Prince of Wales officially opened it.
Happy birthday, Bridge!
Absolutely, absolutely. And the story is that, to open it, he hammered in a golden rivet. It wasn't really golden, I think it was brass, but and I think probably with all that publicity, the fact that it was a feat of engineering, it doesn't look like any other bridge. So yes, I think it attracted quite a lot of people, and still does.
Hello.
Exactly. My engineering friends, it's their favourite bridge.
So many people do. Yeah, it's maintained that special speciality, shall we say. Happy 134th birthday.
Yeah, thank you, Bride.
And the sun's shining on it, which is perfect.
There's a train going over that one.
The last stretch of the day was over the bridge.
It looks tiny, it looks like a toy.
Tiny train. Wow. And it's going to take us an hour and a half to get across.
I couldn't believe that it would, but now from this angle, it looks like it would be at least that.
Where we were spat out onto the motorway and into Dunfermline.
Day one is nearly done.
Nearly done.
The sun is setting. We're coming into
Dunfermline. Gonna get in and then veer off straight to Clark Cottage.
just where we're staying. My feet are pretty sore.
My hips are really sore, which is, I never realised you could get a pain there. I'm really hoping there might be a bath awaiting me.
Or a fire and a pint. Oh, I can see it.
Big
there.
pint. There it is! Dunfermline! We've just got enough light, so we're actually going to be able to see the city.